Jamaica is quietly entering one of the biggest transformation periods in its modern history. Across the island, highways are expanding, cranes are rising, hotels are being built, and major developments are changing the landscape in real time. Billions of dollars are flowing through construction, infrastructure, and investment. But this isn't just about buildings, it's about the future. The real question is simple. Who will truly benefit from this new Jamaica? Jamaica may be small, but it holds one of the most strategic positions in the Caribbean. Located between North America, Central America, and South America, the island sits close to major global trade routes. This makes Jamaica valuable not only for tourism, but also for shipping, logistics, and business growth. Combined with Jamaica's global cultural power, investors see the island as opportunity. But Jamaica must ensure the opportunity reaches its people. One of the biggest changes happening right now is highway expansion. For decades, poor road conditions and long travel times slowed development. Now, major projects like the South Coast Highway improvements, the Montego Bay Bypass, is unlocking new growth, especially in parishes like St. Thomas. Better roads mean faster trade and cheaper transportation for goods. But it also means land prices rise, investors move in, and local people may face pressure if they're not protected. St. Thomas is also seeing plans for major redevelopment, including the Morant Bay Urban Center project. This development aims to modernize Morant Bay with new infrastructure, commercial spaces, and improved services. If successful, it could shift Jamaica's development balance away from Kingston and Montego Bay. It could create jobs, attract businesses, and strengthen the parish. But redevelopment can also raise the cost of living, so the challenge will be ensuring locals can stay and benefit. Now let's talk about shipping and trade. The Port of Kingston is one of Jamaica's most powerful assets. Ports are not just about ships, they are about global money movement. Jamaica's goal is to strengthen its position as a logistics and transshipment hub. If Jamaica succeeds, it could create thousands of stable jobs in shipping, warehousing, customs, and trucking. Unlike tourism, logistics is constant, but this sector requires strict security and strong management to prevent corruption. Tourism remains Jamaica's biggest economic engine. Right now, Jamaica is seeing a major hotel boom in Montego Bay, Negril, Falmouth, St. Anne, and Trelawney. New resorts mean more visitors, more jobs, and more foreign exchange. But tourism has two sides. If hotels are foreign-owned, profits often leave the island. That is why Jamaica must strengthen local supply chains, so farmers, vendors, and local businesses gain real income from tourism growth. Cruise tourism is also expanding, with ports like Falmouth and Ocho Rios continuing to attract major ships. Cruise tourism brings large crowds quickly, which benefits taxis, craft markets, and tour companies. Energy development may be one of the most important transformations Jamaica is working on. Electricity costs have been a burden for decades, affecting homes and businesses. Jamaica is now investing in renewable energy projects such as solar farms, wind farms, and energy storage. Water infrastructure is another critical focus. Jamaica has struggled with water lockoffs and weak distribution systems in many communities. That's why pipeline upgrades, treatment plan improvements, and reservoir development are essential. Water is not glamorous, but it is the foundation of development. Hotels, farms, factories, and households cannot function without reliable water. If Jamaica improves its water system, the quality of life across the island can rise significantly. Housing development is also increasing, with major projects through the NHT and private developers. New housing schemes are expanding in parishes like St. Catherine, Kingston, and St. James. Housing development creates jobs in construction and helps reduce overcrowding. But housing must remain affordable. If prices rise too high, ordinary Jamaicans will be locked out, and development will only benefit those who already have wealth. Healthcare upgrades are also part of Jamaica's transformation. Hospitals like Cornwall Regional and other medical facilities are being improved. Better healthcare means longer lives, better emergency response, and stronger national productivity. A healthy population is necessary for economic growth. Development is not only about infrastructure, it is about human well-being. Jamaica cannot build a modern nation without a modern healthcare system. Airports are another key development area. Sangster International Airport and Norman Manley International Airport continue to improve capacity and infrastructure. Airports are the front door of the island. Better airports mean more flights, more visitors, and stronger business travel. This improves tourism, strengthens trade connections, and makes Jamaica more globally accessible. Connectivity is power, and airports are critical to Jamaica's future growth. Jamaica is also pushing industrial parks and special economic zones. This is important because tourism alone cannot support the country forever. Manufacturing and exports create more stable long-term jobs and reduce dependence on tourism. If Jamaica grows industrial activity, it can strengthen the middle class and increase exports. But these zones must be properly managed to ensure Jamaicans gain real employment and local companies can participate. Climate resilience is becoming a major focus because Jamaica faces stronger hurricanes, flooding, and coastal erosion. Coastal protection projects, drainage upgrades, and stronger infrastructure are essential for survival. Without climate protection, roads, communities, and tourism areas can be destroyed repeatedly. Climate resilience is not optional, it is national defense. Protecting coastlines and communities protects Jamaica's economy and the future of the island. Agriculture modernization is also critical. Jamaica imports too much food, which drains foreign exchange and weakens the economy. Modern farming methods, irrigation projects, greenhouses, and agro-processing facilities can strengthen food security. If Jamaica grows more food locally, Jamaica keeps more money inside the country. Agriculture is not old-fashioned. Agriculture is power, and it is one of the strongest paths to national independence. Another future idea being discussed is the revival of Jamaica's railway system. Rail could reduce traffic congestion and provide cheaper transport for cargo. It could connect farms to ports and connect industrial zones to major cities. Rail development is expensive and complex, but if done correctly, it could reshape transport across the island. It is not guaranteed, but it remains one of the most powerful long-term development possibilities Jamaica could pursue. Now, when you look at everything happening, highways, ports, hotels, energy, water, housing, airports, industry, agriculture, you can see Jamaica is moving into a new era. But development only matters if the people benefit. Mega projects can create opportunity, but they can also create inequality. The key is fairness. Jamaica must ensure Jamaicans gain not just jobs, but ownership, contracts, and long-term wealth. Because if Jamaica becomes modern, but Jamaicans cannot afford to live in the new Jamaica, then the development has failed. If hotels rise but local farmers cannot supply them, the development has failed. If ports expand but wealth stays in the hands of a few, the development has failed. Jamaica's challenge is not development. Jamaica's challenge is fair development that uplifts the nation. Jamaica is changing right now, in real time. The future is being built in highways, ports, hotels, and infrastructure. But the next chapter will depend on how these projects are managed and who benefits from them. Jamaica is not just a destination. Jamaica is a nation, a people, and a legacy. So the real question is, when Jamaica is finished developing, who will Jamaica belong to? If you enjoyed this documentary, comment below and tell me which mega project you think will change Jamaica the most. And if you want a part 2 where we break down every parish and what is being built there, comment part 2. Like, subscribe, and share, because Jamaica's future is being built right now.